Hey everybody, it's Matt Allen here with the Allen team. I hope you're having an awesome day today. If you're new to this station, welcome. I try to provide a lot of information in the Central Florida area, and today we are going to talk about predictions for the rest of 2021. Now everybody knows predictions are just that, they're predictions. Nostradamus used to predict all sorts of things that never happened, but today we're going to talk about, first and foremost, the predictors that we use in real estate to kind of judge where the market is going. And then from there, I'm going to give you 5 predictions. And most of them are pretty positive predictions for the rest of the year. I think it's going to give buyers a new opportunity to buy without having to go way above and beyond what the purchase price are going for right now. So depending on who you ask, you will get different answers as far as what's the most effective predictors of what's happening in the real estate market. I use some traditional ones, but I also use just general observing of what's happening locally. And what I mean by that, I'm going to give you one of my predictors, is just driving down the street. If I'm seeing a lot more open house signs, I know there's a change in the market, because we haven't seen open house signs probably in the last 9 to 10 months. So that's the first and foremost, is look around your local community, kind of get an idea of what's happening. Our house is staying on the market longer. That's a big predictor. That's another predictor that I use, is looking at days on the market. If I see those predictors are going up, obviously things are starting to slow down a little bit. The next big predictor that I typically look at is inventory, and I look at this pretty much daily. Here in Central Florida, we have seen a progressive decline in inventory. That is a predictor of the market being extremely hot for a seller, but quite challenging for a buyer. So that's a big predictor that we look at, and I look at that just about every day. So the next big predictor of the real estate market is always a one that a lot of people argue about, and it's the number of mortgage applications you see coming in each month. And those numbers have progressively declined, and the argument comes, well, are they declining because more people are not filling them out and don't want to buy, or is it that there's not enough inventory on the market for people to actually apply for a mortgage? I don't have a clear-cut answer on that one, but I can tell you, if you're looking at that as an indicator, the mortgage applications are continually, steadily declining here over the last probably 3 or 4 months. All right, now to my predictions. Number 1, I think if you are putting your house on the market here in Central Florida and you have a decent house, a newer house, an updated house, one that may have a new roof or new carpet, new tile, new wood, or it's been recently remodeled, I think you're going to be in good shape. Oh, the caveat to that is, if it's under $500,000, I think you're going to be good to go for the rest of the year, selling it pretty quickly for at or possibly a little above asking price. So that's good news. My next prediction for Central Florida real estate market, pretty much everywhere else, has to do with the moratorium ending on June 30th. According to the last thing I looked at, that was the date where the moratorium on mortgage payments and rent is expiring. So that means people need to start making payments. What I think is going to happen is there's going to be not a flood, but I think there's going to be a definite increase in the number of properties on the market. That's a good thing. It's going to bring our inventory up and give buyers the opportunity to jump into the real estate market. Interest rates, interest rates, interest rates. That's all I hear about. Do you know how low our interest rates are right now? Even if it went up, say 3%, we still have low interest rates. I don't think that's going to be a factor coming into the rest of the year. I think you may see some changes in the interest rates. They may just come up slightly, but I don't think that's going to have any bearing on what's happening in the real estate market right now. Now, I am going to make one prediction based on just things I've been reading. I don't have a lot of basis for it, other than I think towards the end of the year, there is going to be a little bit of a cooling off period, meaning that there's not going to be such a rush to buy houses at or above asking price. I think it has a lot to do with the pressure that's involved and the stress people are under to try to get the house they want. So toward the holiday season, I know we saw a little bit of this in Memorial Day weekend. I don't know if July 4th will be the same, but I think towards Christmas time, things are going to slow down. They traditionally do anyway, but I think you're going to see what we're calling a cooling off period. All right, my last prediction has to do with lumber. Have you been to Home Depot lately? Have you been to Lowe's? Have you checked out what a piece of plywood costs? It's crazy. However, news is reporting right now that the lumber prices are dropping like a stone. I checked yesterday. I don't see any difference in pricing, but hopefully that's coming. That is going to help a little bit in the real estate market. I think it's going to help with the new construction, and I think it's going to loosen up a lot more availability, not just the lumber, but I think builders are going to be able to release more lots. I think as the pandemic loosens up, a lot of the local municipalities are going to allow a lot more of the permitting to speed up as they get more people back to work. So I think new construction is going to take off. There's going to be a lot more inventory, and that's good for millennials. Those millennials are looking for that new construction so that everybody can kind of move up the property ladder. So that's my last prediction. I could be completely off. Things could change. As you know, in real estate, things change pretty quickly. So keep that in mind. If you have some thoughts or you have some ideas of what you think is going to happen in the real estate market, specifically here in Central Florida, that's really all I can talk about. But if you do have some comments, drop them below. If you get a chance, hit that subscribe button. I am slowly but surely growing my channel and want to continue providing good information for you. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.